Episcopal Forum was originally formed by a few of us who were concerned about the direction the diocese was taking, how it was separating itself from the Episcopal Church and essentially going off on its own. And we wanted to maintain the Episcopal Church presence in our diocese. So we started having forums around the diocese, which were groups of people. We would just advertise that we were going to be there and people could come and talk. First conference we did was at Francis Marion, and we had a panel that consisted of Kendall Harmon, Dean McKeechee, Sam Candler from Atlanta, and Don Armentrout from Sewanee. We were able to get Bonnie Anderson, Vice President of the House of Deputies, to come. She did one early conference with Sally Johnson, her chancellor, and Ed Salmon. Bishop Ed Salmon was there on the panel as well for that one. The earlier forums were designed to bring people together, to have people have a safe place to talk. A lot of them didn't feel safe talking about their concerns in their church.
We thought that the forum meetings that we would have and the conferences would really be helpful, and I think they were, especially to people that lived in areas who weren't getting traditional Episcopal sermons, liturgy, youth offerings. And so this was a place, I guess you could say, it was a platform that facilitated or helped keep a foothold of the presence of the Episcopal Church in our diocese. And that was a really good thing. Forum, I think, really provided some help for people who just felt like the Episcopal Church was slipping away from them. I mean, they were born, they were reared, they got married in the Episcopal Church, and many people, that was their life. From the conversations with the other leaders of other dioceses, we realized that they could actually form their own little worshiping communities, and that's what I think happened in several parts of the diocese. They weren't going to go anywhere. They could still be an Episcopal parishioner in an Episcopal group.
Since the split in 2012, to me, the history of the Forum and the history of the diocese has been one of celebration. In saying that, I don't mean to downplay the difficulties that have occurred as people have had to leave their original parishes and either start worshiping communities or find other homes, because it's meant that we've left long-standing relationships behind, if you will. But the split allowed all of us who are in concert with the national church to be free again, to be fully Episcopalian. Anyone who was at Holy Cross Faith Memorial for that day probably had, as I know I did, tears of joy in her eyes as the presiding bishop was both welcomed with open arms and also welcomed us with open arms fully into the National Episcopal Church. Once the split occurred, the mission, if you will, of the Forum needed to change slightly. And under Bishop Charles von Rosenberg's guidance, we shifted the mission toward providing adult education for the diocese. Obviously, a highlight for Forum activities was being part of the planning and the welcoming and the implementation of Presiding Bishop Michael Curry's trip to Charleston. It's hard not to get moved by that type of involvement by everyone, but also in the type of celebratory spirit that the presiding bishop presents and left with us all. The diocese has now reached the point in terms of vibrancy and growth and reorganization and structure that the Forum per se is really not needed as it was originally founded. The Forum, as Barbara and Melinda have explained, really was about unity with diversity. And as we close this chapter in the Forum's history, it is with all enthusiasm for the unity with diversity that the diocese, the ongoing diocese, represents. And the next chapter, as Forum members continue to be active, is as the ongoing diocese works for reconciliation with people who have left the church. That is the unity with diversity that the Forum has always stood for.